Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Matt Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that money printing could be on the horizon. Why I'm saying it? Okay, I'm getting into the details pretty soon. Then Ethereum Shanghai mainnet shadow network goes now live and it's successful. And the third news is all about that America's first nuclear power Bitcoin mining center is about to open in Pennsylvania. So guys, all this in today's video. And if you'd like to keep yourself up to date in crypto and blockchain, simply subscribe to this channel, Blockchain Bloom, because really every day you're getting a couple of videos, short videos, longer videos, and that will keep you up to date even in this year, in 2023. Very simple, subscribe, bell button, all, and then you're getting the notifications as soon as a new video is out. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now it's time to move on to the Bitcoin price and others. So Bitcoin is 22,921 US dollar. Hasn't really moved in the last 24 hours up or down. As you can see, quite neutral. Then we can see here Ethereum 1,625 US dollar, pretty much the same. It's down, but just a tiny little bit. Well, look at this threshold. Got into the top 100. And it's up in the last 24 hours, 137%, Rocket Pool 9%, and Loopring up 6% when we're looking at the top gainers. And the top losers, X Infinity, which went up pretty well yesterday, is down now 6%, Aptos is down 3%, Nexo down 3%. So, but look at these guys, they went up recently pretty well. When we're looking at here, sorry, this is for the Hungarian channel. Okay, yeah. Okay, when we're looking at here the candlestick chart for Bitcoin, we can see that actually here in the 4 hour, we moving now sideways since the 20th of January when we kind of got into this resistance level, 22,000, 600-ish. And then obviously it's not on the dot exactly, so a bit above it, but as you can see now it started to work as a support and we're moving sideways. When we drew this trend line, we can see that when we break this, we can go a little bit further down, or what maybe many people believe, that the next step could be when we hit the 200-day moving average, but on the weekly. So this could be next resistance level, or it could be the rocket fuel if we break it and stay above it. So we will see. Anyway, now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic, it's really all about what the title goes, that money printing could be on the horizon. Why I'm saying this? Looking at a couple of facts right now. So overall, when we looking at the inflation data, it shows that it has peaked so far in June last year. It was 9.1% in the United States. And then since then, the CPI coming down so far successfully. We do know that they have changed the calculation instead of that 2-year average calculation, looking at just the previous year, which can bring CPI data just because they're measuring it differently a bit more in around March. So that's good, which shows that the Fed is doing a pretty good job in bringing down the inflation. All this because if inflation looks pretty good, getting closer to the 2%, what they're aiming for, then they can easily say that, okay, it's time to go back to the printer and, print again. Also, because of this news, a couple of things changing. So what to expect from the Fed's February meeting, which will be on the 31st of January and 1st of February, and the press conference will be on the 1st of February. And now, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we did talk about it would be around 50 basis points. So that was the majority said. December came down to 50, and then, okay, it could be another 50. But now, 50 is totally out of the league. Now they're not even mentioning it. Now everybody is hoping here, the majority, put it this way, to a 25 percentage, 0.25 percentage points, so 25 basis points. is the most likely scenario, what people think. Interestingly, if we're looking at this here, then we can see that the 62% goes for that, but 38%, it's even thinking that the Fed won't even raise the interest rate. So it will be like zero, which is a totally new scenario. We haven't seen this one coming a couple of weeks ago. And now this is very interesting that such a big percentage thinks that. This is obviously the most likely, the 25, but just think about it. A couple of weeks ago, we all talked about 50. So things are changing very rapidly right now. And all this direction we're speeding right now, inflation coming down, other calculations, and so on and so forth, shows that the market also started to move. So when we're looking at here, the S&P 500, look at that long trend line, which is basically on here since the end of 2021. And we couldn't break this trend line. But, okay, here a tiny little bit. But right now, look at Disney. Now on the daily, we could break it. So this is an important level. We are actually got above here the 200-day moving average, but maybe it's not that important that like it is in Bitcoin on the daily. Here I would rather looking at on the weekly. But look at this trend line. This could be actually interesting. Pretty similar here. What's happened to Nasdaq? The tech stock. How is that coming up? So there are hopes that we can maybe break out a little bit. We have seen Bitcoin, how Bitcoin went up, as I just showed you here. Recently here. This is here the daily. So it's also going up. Of course, it can be a fake out and all these kind of things. But if the news are good, what coming out, then we can go towards that the Fed will decrease the value of the increasement. So I mean with how many basis points they increase it. Well, I hope you get it. Sorry, I messed that sentence up. However, the point is that sooner or later we will get to zero, and then the Fed pivot, and then we can even go down. If those kind of things happening and everything else looking okay, then it can, switch on the money printers again to boost the economy. And another scary thing is what some of here the Democrats are suggesting. Basically, as you can see, the market pushed to eliminate the debt ceiling. As I talked about it a couple of days ago, that the US has reached a debt ceiling, which was around 31.4 trillion US dollar. So we have reached that if you're looking at the debt clock. And now it's on the table, actually, to discuss. So there are some proposals that, what about just, leave it. We don't have to move it always up and up and up. We're going anyway up. Let's move this ceiling and make it unlimited. So allow unlimited government borrowing. What's that? If not more printing. So if that's coming back, of course, the whole situation, the way we're going, is getting worse. However, in the short term, it can again boost the market. It can bring price gains in crypto, in the stock market, and so on and so forth. Even that the whole thing in long term, it's not looking too pretty, in my opinion. It can bring back some gains. So I think it's worth to keep an eye on it, at least. We don't know what will happen exactly. You should watch the Fed's decision, the January CPI data when it's coming out in February, and the following months, obviously, what's happening. But we changed slightly now direction. And if this continues, that's why I gave the title that money printing could be on the horizon. I hope you get it now. Okay, next topic. The next topic is all about the Ethereum Shanghai mainnet shadow fork is now live. So let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, so, well, big step, the next big step for Ethereum is all about the Shanghai upgrade, which probably, that's what they're saying, if everything works smooth, coming in March. What it does, it's basically you can withdraw your staked Ethereum, and it's already $26 billion worth of Ethereum staked into Ethereum. And yes, it's on, staking, it's on since December 2020, so for a while actually. And this shadow fork goes live. It's basically a test how it works, and the developers saying that it went well, so things looking promising. Therefore, this could be the next major step after the merge, which happened back in September. So now the Shanghai hard fork, that's what we actually waiting for. And after, if that's happening, then people can unstake their Ethereum, what they have staked, and withdraw it. So I think that's a significant change for Ethereum, just like the merge was, but in a different way. Right. And now the third topic, it's all about that America's first nuclear-powered Bitcoin mining center opens in Pennsylvania. Well, Bitcoin mining with nuclear power. So here you can see in an article that with the expansion of the cryptocurrency sector, mining Bitcoin is becoming increasingly mainstream, and the construction of the first nuclear power data center in the United States that expected to host Bitcoin mining services has recently been completed. So they have completed it, and well, a lot of Bitcoin mining can go on there because that's a lot of energy what nuclear power can support. And we can see that in the United States, actually they do focusing on Bitcoin mining. So obviously they want the most of the Bitcoin miners in the country, and around Texas and that areas is developing pretty well. And now this could be the next step in this direction. Okay, well, that's it for today. Don't forget, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you would like to get a couple of videos every day to keep you up to date in blockchain and crypto, because this is what I'm making here for a while already, and I will continue, obviously, because I think every day there is something on the market we should talk about, and we can, with this, focus of the development of blockchain and crypto, because it's growing. Bad stuff happening as well, good stuff happening as well, but it's worth to know about it so we know the trends, directions, and for those who would like to participate, I think it's crucial to stay up to date. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'm back tomorrow with the freshest. Have a good one. Bye-bye.